Hello, FASTSIGNS family! Today's video is titled, Optimism Makes the Brain Work Better. And I know you think that sounds crazy, but just wait till you hear about the research. All right? One of my favorite quotes is, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Mindset is so critical. It's critical for success in sports. It's critical for success in business. It's critical for success for life in general. And let me tell you, there's a lot of research about that. Several weeks ago, I did a video on the growth mindset and the research of Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck. She found that children with a growth mindset, and in that video I talked about how to create a growth mindset, that children with a growth mindset that believe that intelligence can be developed are better able to overcome academic challenges than those children with what is a fixed mindset, thinking that intelligence is predetermined. So that's one research study. Another study on middle-aged adults, completed by researchers at Yale, revealed that those adults with a more positive belief around aging lived 7.5 years longer than those with a less positive self-perception regarding ages. In other words, your mindset can prolong your life. And then here's a really interesting thing. When scientists gave a group of farmers an IQ test before the harvest, and then gave them the same test after the harvest, the farmers' scores shot up 13 points from one test to the other. Same test, same farmers. The only difference was how worried the farmers were about money and the yield of their harvest. So there is a thing called a scarcity mindset. And when you're in a scarcity mindset, your functional bandwidth actually decreases. It influences you to be less reasonable, even less generous. The opposite of that scarcity mindset is an abundance mindset, which is what many entrepreneurs and business owners have. And abundance mindsets tend to build upon themselves. So this is really a reminder of the difference between a scarcity mindset, which creates stress about things we don't have, and an abundance mindset, which frees our brains from constant worry that there isn't enough to go around. So basically, optimism and a sense of possibility literally makes us smarter. It was Stephen Covey who originally coined the term scarcity mindset and abundance mindset in his best-selling book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Scarcity just refers to people seeing life as a finite piece of pie. So if one person gets a bigger piece of the pie, that leaves less for everyone else. A scarcity mentality is what keeps many of us from achieving our goals. An abundance mindset refers to a paradigm that there's plenty out there for everybody. So bottom line, optimism or an abundance mindset makes your brain work better. So short of buying the winning lottery ticket, and a really big one, how do we develop an abundance mindset? Life coach Caroline Castrillon offered a 5-point answer. Number 1, focus on what you have. Think about this. If you're in the middle of a career transition, you want to get a new job, for example, in marketing. You might be thinking there aren't a lot of jobs out there. Maybe I'm not good enough. I don't have enough transferable skills. That would be kind of a scarcity mindset or a negative mindset. But those who focus on what they have, such as, wow, I've got 20 years of marketing experience, or I've got a lot of great contacts, that's more of an abundance mindset. Number 2, surround yourself with people who have an abundance mindset. Surround yourself with people with a positive mindset. You want to be with those people who see the glass as always half full instead of half empty. Find them and spend time with them. Attitudes rub off. And if scarcity-minded individuals are around you all the time, you're going to have to figure out how to counteract that. Tony Robbins says, the quality of a person's life is most often a direct reflection of the expectations of their peer group. That's why you want to hang out with successful people who are expecting you to think positively and think successfully. So ask yourself, do you look up to the people you spend time with? Do you look up to the people you're hanging out with? And if the answer is no, you may need to search for other people to hang out with. Number 3, create win-win situations. A scarcity mindset believes that if one person wins, the other loses. If somebody gets the big piece of the pie, someone gets a smaller one. What you want to do in your head is try to create win-win conditions in your life to combat this manner of thinking. This often means listening without judgment or without censorship, fully understanding what a win-win means for both of you and the other person, and brainstorming solutions so you find one that satisfies both parties. Number 4, practice gratitude. If you look at what you have in life, you'll get more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you will get less. And you've heard me talk many times about the importance of an attitude of gratitude. Number 5, train your mind to spot possibilities. There's actually research that shows that too much focus can actually blind you to unexpected opportunities. So start training your mind to loosen its focus and create an expanded awareness. Maybe ask yourself, if I had all the time and all the money in the world, what would I be doing? Questions like that will help us open up our minds to see what is actually possible. So those 5 ideas come from life coach Caroline Castellan. From Tony Robbins to Deepak Chopra to Angela Zimmerman, these gurus insist that by practicing gratitude, by focusing on learning, by embracing generosity, and taking responsibility for your life, you can shift your mindset away from scarcity and towards abundance, creating this virtuous cycle of opportunity leading to achievement and greater opportunity. So a couple more ideas. Focus on learning. Growing is the result of learning. A full and rich life is about growing and learning and becoming. We cannot become what we want to be by remaining who we are. If we develop a passion for learning, we will never ever cease to grow. Number 7, embrace generosity. Money is just one type of generosity. Kindness is another. You can be generous with your time. You can be generous with your thoughtfulness. You don't have to be rich to be generous. And idea number 8, take responsibility for your life. The moment you take responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you can change anything in your life. You can't change the circumstances, you can't change the seasons, you can't change the wind, you can't change COVID-19, but you can change yourself. And your life really begins to change the day you take responsibility for it. So, as the science on scarcity mindset shows, little small shifts in outlook can have big impacts on how well we think through our problems and spot opportunities. So give these simple steps a try. Optimism does make your brain work better. Thank you.